My younger sister vowed to marry into a billionaire family. To stage a perfect accidental encounter, she took my brand new car, planning to deliberately rear-end the vehicle of Kian Voss, the notoriously reclusive heir to the West Coast business district. In my past life, I hit the brakes just in time. I told her the Voss family wasn't foolish, and even selling everything we owned wouldn't cover the damage to that car. Later, Kian held a lavish wedding that made national headlines. Chloe was driven mad by jealousy. She screamed that if I hadn't stopped her that day, she would have been the bride. Consumed by resentment, she ran me over with a car and killed me. When I opened my eyes again, I was in the passenger seat. Chloe wore a confident smirk, her eyes fixed on the supercar ahead. As soon as he sees me, Kian will fall head over heels. Once that happens, I'll never have to drive a worthless car like this again. This time, I didn't stop her. She slammed on the gas. Our car crashed violently into the back of the $50 million hypercar. The heavy impact sent the hypercar skidding far before it finally stopped. The deafening crash drew a crowd of onlookers. The hypercar was severely damaged. Its rear wing had snapped off completely, and the carbon fiber body was deeply dented. Chloe didn't care. She recovered instantly, flipped down the sun visor, and fixed her makeup in the mirror. She deliberately messed up her bangs, rubbed her eyes until they teared up, and smudged her lipstick just enough to look vulnerable. Anyone watching would have thought she was a terrified, innocent girl. She glanced at me and looked surprised to see me sitting calm and unshaken. She had stuffed 2 thick pillows between her chest and the wheel to cushion the impact, then accelerated suddenly to catch me off guard. If I hadn't been ready and held the handle tight, my face would have slammed into the dashboard, leaving me bruised and bloody. She had always been this way, setting traps to embarrass me and make herself look more delicate and beautiful. Kian rarely appears in public. Just follow my lead and don't ruin this. Chloe dabbed concealer on her finger and roughly wiped it over my lips without permission. When I become Mrs. Voss, I'll hire you as a maid at the mansion. The pay will be way better than what you're making now. With that, she pulled down her neckline and stepped out of the car. In my past life, Chloe believed I had ruined her shot at the elite life and blamed me for her miserable fate. This time, I wanted to see if her cheap tricks could really change her destiny. Chloe's exit caused a stir. Several men took out their phones to photograph her. She was proud of her figure, and her tight skirt drew plenty of stares. Kian didn't get out. Instead, a sharply dressed driver inspected the damaged car, then leaned to speak to Kian through the tinted window. Chloe ignored the driver and walked straight to the rear passenger window, tapping on the glass. She wiped fake tears, letting the wind blow her hair to look fragile and broken. Moments later, Kian pushed the door open. He glanced briefly at our wrecked car, then fixed his gaze entirely on Chloe. The legendary heir was extremely private. Dozens of A-list celebrities had tried to approach him, but none succeeded. Chloe lowered her head, twisting her manicured hands nervously. Then she pretended to make a difficult decision and pulled out her phone to call the police. I saw Kian wave for her to put the phone away. He walked toward my car. Chloe had covered my lips with pale concealer. After a week of overtime, I looked pale and ghostly. Through the windshield, I saw Kian clearly for the first time. It was August, yet he wore a silk scarf tightly wrapped around his neck. A jagged scar peeked out from under it, stretching up to his left cheekbone. Even expensive reconstructive surgery left uneven, pitted skin, showing how severe the original injury had been. Chloe hurried over, her voice full of feigned panic. My sister suddenly had terrible stomach cramps. I was rushing her to the hospital and mixed up the gas and the brake, but it's all my fault. I promised to pay for all the damage. Her performance softened Kian's cold expression a little. He spoke calmly. Take your sister to the hospital first. My driver will handle insurance and paperwork. Just as Kian turned to leave, Chloe stepped in front of him and handed over a business card. This is my contact information. I won't avoid my responsibility. The card listed fake titles: partner at a luxury pet hospital and guest lecturer